The celestial emergence in the movie Eternals brought up one thing to mind: another gigantic planetary-sized mechanical monster. Yeah, the way Tiamut was a part of the Earth was very similar to the Transformers The Last Knight's Unicron. So here in this video, we will assess everything about these two planet-sized robots. We will take a look at their origins from both the live-action movies and the original take. We will talk about their sizes, which one is bigger, their powers or supposed powers that they must possess, and how similar they are to each other, as well as how different they are. Plus we will have a bonus round on who will take the crown in a fight between these two humongous entities. So let's get down with this sickness. Let's start with the origins of Tiamut. The Dreaming Celestial, also known as Tiamut the Communicator, was a celestial whose job was to inform the Fulcrum, a god in the Marvel Universe, of the Celestials' findings during planetary inspections and send signals to the Horde, a swarm of mindless insects, to collect the planet's aggregate life force and deliver it to the Fulcrum. When the first celestial host came to Earth 1 million years ago, Tiamut was one of the 10 members in it. He was created before the current 7th universe began and was later imprisoned in the Earth by a collective power of all the other Celestials when he challenged and defeated Arishem the Judge. In the MCU, however, Tiamut the Communicator was a Celestial who had his seed sown on Earth. His development was fed by the sentient energy of the world's inhabitants and guided by the Eternals. So a celestial seed was sent to Earth millions of years ago, as determined by the prime celestial Arishem the Judge. The seed had an influence on the Earth, burrowing deep into its core to rest and grow. It would take a lot of energy from the core, its minerals, the Earth's minerals, and also energy from sentient life forms to grow, as with all celestial births. This seed was given the name Tiamut, and it began to grow using the energy of the human race that lived on this host planet. Now let's shift to the other end and let's talk about the origins of Unicron from the comics, the animated series, and the original take on this monster. So in the beginning, order and chaos coexisted before the dawn of time in an extra-dimensional entity known as the One. He created Unicron as an astral creature to explore the young cosmos and then subdivided him to make Primus his twin brother. Both brothers were multiversal singularities, one of a kind in every reality. He is also known as the Lord of Chaos, the Chaos Bringer, and the Planet Eater. He is on a mission to consume the entire multiverse, planets, moons, stars, whatever, and even the fabric of creation, all in greed to power his gigantic body. In the live-action movies, its timeline, Unicron is a Cybertronian god of chaos who is the size of a planet. He is Primus and Cybertron's twin brother and an old foe. Quintessa, the Prime of Life, mentions him in a Transformers The Last Night and aims to destroy him by draining his life with the staff, causing him to awake. Well, billions of years ago, the planet Earth developed around the dormant body of Unicron. It is unknown, however, as to the extent of his being inside the planet. When Cybertron was making its way to Earth, the 6 horns of Unicron began to sprout out from the interior and grew at 3 meters per day. So the entire Last Night movie was to prevent the awakening of Unicron and sending back Cybertron to space, to prevent a cataclysmic battle when he awakes, which means the Earth will be no more. So let's go to our favorite topic, size. As a Celestial, Tiamut can alter his size to whatever suits his needs. In the movie Eternals, the Celestials were seen as cosmic beings, larger than planets and even stars, with scenes showing them creating solar systems and stars all over the universe. However, Tiamut was just a baby in this timeline. He was inside the Earth as a seed and grew from the energy of the core and the sentient life forms that means us humans. When he emerged in the end of the movie, his head towered over the clouds and even reached the upper stratosphere, which means that his head alone would be around 40 to 50 kilometers in size. And as Weta Digital VFX supervisor Matt Aitken tells us, Tiamut, the celestial born from the Earth's core in Eternals, is a whopping 300 miles tall or 500 kilometers from head to his feet. Now, what about the size of the Last Knight's Unicron? Of course, over the years we have seen many iterations of Unicron in the animated series and comics, and he has always been the size of a planet and sometimes the size of Jupiter, around 100,000 kilometers in height. He can also alter his size to suit whatever situation he is in. In The Last Night, not only was Unicron the size of Earth, but was planet Earth itself. So in this version of him, he is dormant and was curled up like a ball, and over time space debris accumulated around him and thus became Earth. So if he was to uncurl himself and transform into a humanoid robot, then he would have been 3 to 4 times as tall as the diameter of Earth, putting him in the range of 30 to 50,000 kilometers in height. Now let's get to our next favorite part, powers. Tiamut, like other Celestials, would have emerged and become a cosmic creature of unimaginable power and magnitude. He would be immortal as a Celestial, able to live indefinitely without dying of old age. Well, the only way he was killed was when the Eternals, after combining their own cosmic energies with his own to form the Unimind, something that would only have happened due to his own wish, so you can say that he sacrificed himself to save us humans. So if alive, Tiamut would have been able to manipulate massive amounts of cosmic energy in order to generate stars, life, and planets all over the galaxy and the universe. Being a Celestial, he would be one of the greatest energy generators of the cosmos. He would have been able to travel instantly everywhere using black holes and change size at will, as well as communicate telepathically. So now what are the powers of Unicron? Now it has been pre-established that all Unicrons throughout the Transformers universes are the same multiversal singularity, so his powers would be the same throughout the multiverses. Unicron has the ability to control other entities by bestowing powers on them, and has the ability to transform. He can morph into a massive mechanical robot capable of consuming other worlds. He has the ability to detect things in multiple dimensions and knows what is going on in the cosmos at any one time. He can control matter in a variety of ways, including transforming it to energy. He can travel through dimensions and consume other realities by passing via black holes. He has demonstrated to have the ability to grow in size at will. Unicron has the ability to swallow space-time itself, resulting in the creation of pocket dimensions and universes. So how similar are they to each other? When seen from a layman's perspective, then both these two would be near identical to each other. Both are encased within the Earth, and both of them emerge slowly, with the head and the left hand of Tiamut arising from the inside of the planet, and in the case of Unicron, his horns started to rise from different locations across the world. Both have golden metallic exteriors, and both have powers that are near incomprehensible to humans. But that's where it ends. So how different are they? Well, Unicron and Tiamut differ very much in size during their specific emergences. The Unicron, being the planet itself, was way bigger than the initial size of Tiamut at 500 kilometers or 300 miles. Being Earth itself, Unicron was just dormant, and life began to flourish on his exterior, while Tiamut needed sentient life energy to grow and mature over thousands of years in the core of the planet. Here in these timelines, Unicron is way older, being over 4.5 billion years as the planet Earth, while Tiamut was just in the million-year range from seed to emergence. Now the bonus round. What if they fought each other? The animated flicks Unicron and the comics Tiamut would have a hard time with each other, as they both will have similar powers and can change sizes in accordance to their wishes. They would both fight to a standstill. But what about the MCU Tiamut versus the Last Night Unicron? Well, if it comes to physical blows, then the transformed Unicron would wipe the floor clean with Tiamut's face. But then again, a newborn Tiamut would not have the experience and would have had difficulty in cosmic energy manipulation. But if he was able to use it to his maximum extent, then Tiamut could defeat his foe by using the cosmic energies to implode Unicron from within. But the results of this fight will be left to you guys to decide. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and with that we come to the end of it. So do hit that like button for support and subscribe as well to be a part of the MindQ family. But most of all, smash that bell icon for regular updates on new videos right here on this channel. Till the next one, take care, fam.